everybody. It's Julie from the Marion County Public Library System. Welcome to our 2020 Summer Reading Program, Imagine Your Story. I am going to do a program for the next few weeks called And Then Imagine. I'm going to give you two stories. I'm just going to start them for you, and I want you to write an ending. You can write it or you can draw it, whichever you're more comfortable with. The first story I'm going to start for you is a story set in a library. Mr. and Mrs. Cornelius live in a big stone mansion at the end of my street. Whenever it's rainy, I take my umbrella and walk over to visit them because they have the most beautiful library in the world. It has stained glass windows and miles of books. They have tiny books as small as a songbird and huge books as big as me. Some of the books have old maps, and some of the books have fairy tales from all over the world, printed in gold ink. Most days, I pull a book from the shelf and sit in the velvet armchair with a plate of Mrs. Cornelius cookies. But something extraordinary happened last week when I pulled a book from the top shelf. A secret panel swung open. And then, what's behind that panel? Do you know? How big is that panel? How big is the cubby hole? Is it big enough to crawl through? Is it small? You write the end of that story, or have your parents write the end of it. You tell them what to say, or draw the end of it. You're going to send these to me when we're done, and I'll give you the web address. The next story I have is from a special story building book. I'm going to give you all the parts you need to write a story. I'm going to give you a character, a setting, an event, that's something that happens in the story, and a conclusion, that's the ending to the story, because you need all of this to make a good story. First, we need a character. Who's going to be in our story? Who's the story about? This story will be about a pirate. Look there, a pirate. Now, where is this pirate going to be? We have to have a place for him. You'd think he'd be on a ship, but let's find out where he's going to be. He's going to be on a ranch. A pirate on a ranch. That already sounds interesting to me. Something's going to happen. Have to have something for the pirate to do. That's the event. This event is going to be put out a fire. The pirate's on a ranch putting out a fire. Now the conclusion, that's the ending to the story. Flew away. That is going to be a really interesting story. A pirate on a ranch put out a fire and then flew away. I want you to take all these parts and make a story. When you get your stories done, I want you to put your names on them. I want you to give each story a name, and I want you to email them to lbutta@mcpls.org. I will get your stories, I will read them, and I will look at them. And on our last summer reading program, I will read some of them, and I will show some of the drawings. So have a great time. And stay tuned for a lot more events to come during our summer reading program. Bye-bye.